Three, two. Welcome to a new Waterway morning show. We are live on Thursdays and Saturday mornings. I am Ricky from Waterwave TV. That is Wayne from the Say No More podcast. Over there, you see him on the screen right now.
What it do, baby?
But how you doing? I haven't seen you in like a week.
Yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. You know, I had to get over the Osmosis Jones. You know what I mean? Shout out to the good medicines and the good remedies of the world. Sea moss and water and good energy. We back, and we feeling healthy, man. We good.
Yeah. If you're wondering why we weren't live on Thursday, we just had a little. The Waterwave staff had a little. Waterwave morning show staff had a little sickness they had to get rid of over there. But you see it on the screen. Say No More podcast. Go tap with them on Instagram. Say No More podcast 1. And Waterwave TV. We're at Waterwave TV on every platform. You see on the screen right here. But yeah, it's Saturday. I don't know. You doing anything fun this weekend?
Shit. Honestly, probably just streaming, man. Doing some video game streaming, man. I'm back on my game shit. You know what I mean? Trying to be like the old you and shit, man. So I'm back on my streaming shit, playing Star Wars and shit, cooling.
What are you doing that on YouTube?
I'm doing it on YouTube. Yep.
I want to get on Kick, the new stream. It's like a new streaming platform that's trying to basically take over
Twitch.
Take over Twitch because they're offering better splits for creators, like a 50-50 subscriber split, or even 100. I don't know. It's something that's better than Twitch, basically for the creators to make more money, and it's a fresh platform that hopefully isn't going anywhere. Yeah, I don't even think they have like an app on the phone yet. I think it's still more of like a browser only thing.
Oh.
But I do know a lot of gamers that have been like at least doing some streams on Kick and some on Twitch to like just to see how it works and shit.
I might have to try that.
But yeah, since it's like a brand new platform, you could be like, if you were really good at what you did on that platform, like if you were really funny and you were doing, just the IRL stream type thing, sitting down talking or reacting to stuff, or even playing video games, and you're just really fun, like there's a lot less competition. So I see it as a chance to take over a little platform, or to, because you're not fighting with millions of viewers on Twitch.
Right. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. One thing about, because I was gonna ask you too. One thing about streaming, I was always nervous with. I was like, yo, so like, because all the YouTube, all the fucking copyright shit. So when you stream games on YouTube Live, you can do that. The game companies won't copyright your shit, or how does that work?
I'm pretty sure you can stream the video games.
You can stream the video games.
Yeah, there's no licensing against
license on
the yeah, unless you let's say you like screen recorded a video game competition that had commentary and like then like you could like get your shit taken down for copying what they produced, but just the game in itself, you don't think you can get. I don't think there's copyright against that.
Okay. Yeah, I was making sure. I was nervous about that shit. I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers ain't gonna take my page down.
Yeah, no, you should be fine though, because there's a lot of people that upload gaming content and have ads and shit. I assume
when I noticed when I was on YouTube, I'm like, dude, there's people that's like they're saying that they're streaming games, but it's really just them streaming. I'm like, so it's like kind of like a little weird loophole I see. Whoa. Let me share the live, man. Get people in the live, man.
Whoa, my camera's on. I gotta fix my camera.
I'm off Hatebook now, so it's hard to I gotta get my Twitter game up.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Why is Facebook such a hateful platform?
I think Facebook is the most. I feel like Facebook is like show and tell. Out of all, out of all the social media apps, Facebook is like the show and tell one for when you're in preschool. When you come in, you bring your nice toy or something that one of your friends, one of your relatives gave you. You want to show it off in front of people. That's all Facebook is, bro. Like, I really don't. It's been a long. I think since the last time I saw anything successful come from Facebook, me personally, it's probably like 10 years ago, bro. Now when you go on there, everything is fucking negative energy. It's people talking shit about other people. There's people constantly playing this dick measuring comparison shit in life. Don't get me wrong, it couldn't be everywhere, but on Facebook, I feel like it's there the most. Like on Twitter, you only have a certain amount of characters, so you have to kind of, talk about what you're talking about. On Facebook, you can just write a whole fucking novel, and there's no restrictions on characters, and that's why it's a whole bunch of characters on Facebook. So it's just negative. It's just it's just negative to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's like Facebook is like the mandatory platform because it was like one of the first ones, and
Yeah,
everybody's on there, and then all the other ones were like you went on there if you wanted to. So it's just like everybody's opinions on Facebook. You know,
I agree.
it's like the one platform that like everybody's on, regardless if you are on Facebook to be political or to be happy and spread or happy and be spread positivity or post content. It's like everybody has a Facebook at
Yeah.
some point. So it's like if you don't have any other social medias because you're not a social media guy, but
Right.
you use Facebook for your news, that's just like the one platform that like every single type of person is on.
And that's like, if you see the thing, Social Dilemma, that's what they talk about. Facebook is crazy. The shit that, the fact that you can there, did you see that thing on Facebook where you can fill out and it's like a form that you can fill out and they'll pay you money because they said that Facebook violated your rights with selling data and shit like that?
I didn't see that they had that,
It's
but I
new.
knew that that was a thing that Zuckerberg was in court for and shit for a
Yeah,
while.
it's like a real thing. Like, you literally, people I know filled it out, like really filled out the application. They got like a pending submission form. Like, it's crazy. So to think that, and they're telling us, and we're sitting here not like, ignoring it. It's kind of like like a psychological warfare. Facebook is a different type of monster, bro, and it got people in the chokehold. It's a drug.
Yeah, they think it's like the monopoly.
Yeah, it's really a drug. I've seen people I kick it with in real life crash out on Facebook. Just stupid. I'm talking about ego crashing out, not
Yeah.
like crashing out dying. Ego crashing out, like you forgot who you were because you saw so many likes, and now you think that shit, that's a drug, bro. When you see likes and it's like, oh, that's a fucking high. So people don't understand that. They think it's just always just Facebook. No, motherfucker. When you get on these social media, what does it say? It calls us users. Users. What the fuck? So it's like, it's telling you what it is, but people don't want to accept it. They think it's just, oh, it's just Facebook. No, motherfucker, it's you on the app.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Facebook, it's you.
Shit's addicting.
It's very addicting. That's why I had to delete it, bro. I'm checking my shit every other. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing
It's
this
addicting for every generation too, because I know even my grandma be on Facebook and she
Bro.
was, and it's like it's crazy 'cause like she didn't want to be on Facebook, but like my mom and her sister, my aunt were like, like, oh, like we got to get you on Facebook, because they thought it'd be fun to have grandma on Facebook so she can see what you're posting and share stuff with her and whatnot, and it goes from her having a laptop and then be on Facebook and checking her laptop all the time, and then now she got and then gets a smartphone and now she's always on Facebook posting, commenting, sharing her opinions, like just doing too much on
doing too
Facebook. Like
much.
she doesn't even realize that she's doing too much, but you're just doing too much because you're just stuck.
And don't get added to a group. Don't get added to a group, grandma, because once grandma gets added to her favorite TV show group on Facebook, oh, it's over with. That's a whole nother loophole. Shit is dangerous, bro. Facebook is the biggest distraction out of all social media, I feel like. I feel like Instagram and Twitter, you could be on there when you be on it. I mean, don't get me wrong, Twitter could be addicting too. All those forms can be addicting depending on who you are. But for me, I feel like Facebook is easily the most addicting. And some could say, oh, you're only saying that because you were on Facebook first. Where it's like, well, yeah, maybe that's why I'm saying it. So I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like out of all social media platforms, I learned the least from Facebook. It's just fucking lies. I learned some shit from Twitter.
I've seen a lot more fake news on Facebook than any other
Other
site, and it'd be like my mom sending me like when like the riots were going on
Yeah.
or some crazy shit. She'll send me like a post saying like there's a bus full of 50 people from Chicago heading to Mankato right now to loot Mankato, and she shared it with me and it had like 20,000 shares and like some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, you think people from Chicago are gonna load up in a bus and drive all the way to Mankato, like a 7-hour trip,
Yeah.
8-hour trip,
That's the wrong group.
to go steal from a fucking city that does not have as much money or anything worth
Than their
stealing
city.
than their own city?
Exactly.
And it's like that was a very, very, very pivotal time in a lot of things. So there's like a lot of emotions in the air, people making posts about whatever. But like the idea that like anybody would travel that far to even just to go break into shit, and it's not even like it's just not it.
That's what the guy in Kenosha did. Kyle Rittenhouse.
Well, I know what he did, but what do you?
But I know what you mean. Yeah.
Oh, he did travel. Yeah,
Yeah.
he wasn't from that area.
wasn't
He
from
went out
there
there
at
just
all.
to.
He just went there talking about, I'm here to defend the community. I'm like, motherfucker, you don't even live in this community. You just wanted to come because you saw what you saw on TV, which was
swear, yeah,
probably
but-
some racial motivated shit. Which, you know what I mean? I understand because that's what you were raised to believe. The shit ain't hard. Like, Kids don't wake up racist, bro. People don't wake up racist. It's the shit is taught to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's taught to them. Like, I do believe in this new thing though. Right now with social media, I've been writing and I've been like thinking like I feel like on social media, like this new because we're living in a new day and age right now, bro. I feel like that's why I tell people don't share ignorant shit, don't share stereotypical type shit because I feel like personally, there's a person that probably would never say a person he only has certain encounters with black people, but he only like met 3 type of black people. Then he sees all the shit that people post on social media. And then what if he actually meets a person like that in real life and he don't know how to act because he only met 3 black people like that? He say one thing, all of a sudden, oh, he's racist. That's why it's like it's a different thing. Like this, the social media shit it's deep, bro.
So social media like it just controls so many
Narratives, everything.
Narratives and like what you think is right, and how you, like even let's say like in a relationship, like you see all these people posting their relationship on like what they're doing and how it should be, or a girl being like, if a man ain't doing this for you, then he don't love you, like shit like that. And it's like, how do you like? Not everyone is the same. Not everyone should want the same thing as what they see online. Because like even if like you think, oh, I want a man to do this for me, or I want a woman to be able to do this for me, like were you thinking that before you stayed on TikTok last night for an extra 3 hours and watched shit like that? And I think that was something that I kind of recognized when I was in high school, that like I would just be watching Snap stories like all the time, because that was like the one thing to really stay up to date with people. Like back when I was in high school, it was like Snapchat stories. There wasn't even Instagram stories or really anything like that back then.
Right.
And I'm watching how everyone else is living their life, and I'm like, I should be doing something like that. I should be out drinking, having fun, or I should be partying and enjoying life instead of what I picture as enjoying life, like relaxing at home or playing video games or whatever. You forget your own personal thoughts and your own personal enjoyments because you're trying to fulfill what you see on the internet to fill a facade that you think is what is fun. And that's the tough part. And it's still even like a daily thing that people do and they don't even realize it. Like you see someone wearing a certain thing or dressing a certain way, and you're like, shit, next time I go shopping, I might buy something that looks like that. And it's hard to balance like being impressed in an impression on somebody and just being original. And I don't think anybody can be 100% original in the day we live in. But,
I mean, you can, but it's like, are you going to pop off? Are you going to get the right traction doing that? Because you're right, 1,000%. I say that shit all the time, bro. It's like people is carbon copies. You know what I'm saying? Like what you just said. People don't know how to live. They don't know how to be them. Half of them don't even follow tradition. Remember, it used to be tradition before social media. How you would live would go off of tradition, what you are traditionally used to, seeing your uncles, your family, seeing that type of thing. Nowadays, since social media is so big, it's almost like family's been cut out, and people will rather bond with strangers on social media than their actual family. And then, like you just said, they follow celebrities and they start looking at what they think is cool, and then that's when they become carbon copies. That's why everybody's a carbon copy. Do you know how many rappers I see right now in Minneapolis? They're trying to, like, first off, we all got the internet. We see everything y'all see. Just because you're going to take somebody's shit from 1,000 miles over here and try to bring it in our city, you think we ain't going to see that shit? We still follow these guys on social media. So it's almost like, stop following so many fucking celebrities and try to just follow shit that you actually like, shit that motivates you to be creative, but don't follow motherfuckers. I don't follow everybody I like, bro. Like, it's just weird to me. Like, why would I follow everybody I like as idol? It's weird. So, and that's when you get lost in the sauce. But you know how that goes, bro.
Yeah, no, that's one thing that I stopped doing too. I stopped. It's like we're on the water wave page. I started only following people after I at least met them. Like even on the waterway page, if it's like a recognizable figure in Minnesota that I haven't met, like, and they follow us, I'll follow them back, of course. Like it's like someone, whatever, respect. But like even like just on a daily basis of like meeting, like let's say an artist like Bankroll Hayden, who's a special guest at our show. Right. I didn't follow him until I found out that he was going to potentially be a special guest, and we started talking and got his DMs, blah blah blah. Then it's like, okay, then I'm gonna follow you, but it's like I don't just like follow every famous person that I could potentially meet until I do meet them in person. And it's like, oh, let's tap in for real, or until I know I'm about to meet them and maybe want to message them before.
I feel you,
and some people aren't in the media entertainment industry and they just want to watch celebrities. But man, if you follow too many of them, you're just gonna get like the wrong perception on what life should be like, because they're all just putting on a facade of what they want their life to look like they're doing. Because a lot of times these artists,
they're not even running their own
they're not even doing
accounts.
and they're not you know, and they're posting pictures with jewelry or cars or whatever, and a lot of the stuff isn't even theirs. They're just
rented.
posted up in front of it.
Free promo.
Or like they got the jewelry for free to post it and maybe tag who made it or let people know where you got it from. Like it's not as glamorous as you think it is. Because most of the people that do make a lot of the money don't even be flaunting it. And that's my goal. I just want to be so rich and people think I'm broke. Like, that's my goal.
That's the real goal of life. Like that's why when people talk about their money, when they bring up anything materialistics, I first off be like, okay, the motherfucker didn't have much growing up. But that's not an excuse. I hate people say I didn't have much growing up, so that's why that's not an excuse, bro. That just sounds stupid. Like, I think
like everyone has their own opinions, like we're saying. Like,
exactly.
So it's like what you think. Also, shout out to the GMS show and MC and Humble talking in the YouTube chat. If y'all in the YouTube chat, say what up in the chat, man.
Shout out to y'all.
If you're on Instagram lives, ever come into YouTube. But I think like the idea of flexing is different from person to person.
Yeah.
But like my ideal like if you flex your free, like if you have a bunch of free time and you can relax and you can post a story of you like with a nice view and you just feet kicked up, no worries in the world, that's a way bigger flex than showing off your diamonds or how much cash you have in your hand.
Way bigger
because
flex.
because a lot of people don't know what to do with their money. And I was even having this conversation with my girlfriend the other day that a lot of people don't like someone, let's just say hypothetically someone has like 100 bands off trapping, like dirty money, boom, and they're not in trouble yet. They haven't got caught. Like they could, in theory, like quit what they're doing right now and have 100K to play with in the real world of of economics.
Right.
A lot of people, like some people, will just want to be something that they're not so much, and they could either ruin their money or put themselves in a mental state that they're not happy with because of the stress that it causes. Like, let's say someone makes they have 100K dirty money, and now they want to be a promoter, or they want to be someone that puts together concerts, or they want to put on an event. They want to be the face, the structure of something big. And now you got to worry about selling tickets. You got to worry about promoting it. You got to worry about people showing up on time. You got to worry about all these millions of things. When if you have like $100,000, even if it's clean money that you got as a gift or you saved up your whole life, you got $100,000. Put that shit. You can invest in stocks with that. You could flip shoes with that. You could do something like there's so many other things that doesn't cause as much stress and as much risk as like investing into a concert or investing into a show, or because like some artists are $50,000 to $100,000 that are actually going to return you money. So it's like this shouldn't, like, I don't know, the entertainment world.
Do you think people want to be more famous than rich?
Than rich.
Yeah.
And that's the issue with me is like the social media era has really made people feel like they need to be famous before they're rich, or like being famous is more important than rich.
Man. What you just said just brought up a point, bro. I literally just saw a girl. She posted on TikTok. Well, it was posted on Facebook and was like, wrote a paragraph. And she said, "Oh my God, I just got 10,000 followers on TikTok." And I'm just sitting here in like disbelief because I'm like, bitch, you got 3 kids and no man.
Damn.
You talking about a fucking $10,000, like 10,000 followers? That shit just it was sad though, bro. It wasn't even like I was making fun of the girl. I was just real life sad. Like, wow, she really thinks this is life. That shit it was mind boggling. Like, you have 3 kids, no man, you working a different job every other week. And I'm not knocking your situation. I'm talking about the shit you praise. Yeah. You should focus on getting more stable as an adult. Cause I don't get the whole internet shit. Like, people think having a lot of followers is like having a good ass credit score. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. What the fuck that gonna get you? I know people that get a lot of likes and they still gotta pay to get in these clubs. Now, a lot of you dudes are leeches, so you guys can get in where you fit in. But the fact remains is a lot of people need to put the social media down and really work on being an adult. Yeah. I want to see some of y'all credit score. I really do. I really do, because I know y'all got more followers than you got a high credit score, and that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the thing about it too, like, in the grand scheme of things, 10, 20, 30, even 50 to 100,000 followers really isn't a lot nowadays, in the way that how long social media has been around. And that's how, like, I feel too, like we have like 11K on the gram, and it's like 11,000 true, like, mainly Minnesotan fan base that are interested in what we are talking about on the gram. Yeah, not the fake followers. There's a lot of fake followers out there.
About 3 of you. It's about 3 of you pages where I see you motherfuckers, bro. Y'all, that shit is that's nasty work. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, either people be buying them or they just be it just be almost like people like followers that just don't interact even. Like I don't
That
like we built up a strong fan base, and I've even realized like even with like a good fan base in Minnesota, like that does nothing for you once you step outside of Minneapolis or Minnesota even.
it does
Like
nothing.
I'll go to
for
different cities and people will still know what water wave is, but like if I went to like I'm humble enough to say if I went to fucking Ohio or fucking even like I'm like I'd say if we went to LA, downtown LA, we might find a couple people that have seen our videos or something. But if we go to like a market, even like in LA, Atlanta, whatever, like I'm not like no one out there is gonna be like, oh, water wave, like pull up, come to the club or whatever. Like and the same goes with every other like influencer in Minnesota for the most part. Like you just don't have like once you step outside of Minnesota, that followership means nothing.
It means nothing. Like
Because even even if you have 10,000 true ass followers in Minnesota, it means nothing to another business in Cali or Atlanta or Ohio or fucking Idaho. Like wherever you go, it doesn't mean anything to them because that's not their target market or their target audience.
It's
Like
almost
it's fucked.
it's almost like when you're at a college and you try to transfer to another college and you're like all the credits won't come with you. It's literally like that.
Literally.
And it's funny when you said that. It reminded me of shout out to Cashinova. Cashinova, him and his whole crew, the High Speed Collective was on. He said something. He was like, do you care about the King of Minnesota? He asked his people. I mean, they're like, nah. He was like, I don't care about what's going on in the local scene in California.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, so why would I expect them to care about what the fuck I'm doing here? And we're in a smaller market.
Yeah.
And that made it make the most sense. Like when the market's small, when it's not that many people here, the crowd is gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
The market's gonna be what it's gonna be. So that's why I feel you 1,000%.
Yeah. Shout out everyone in the chat. Snappy said,
out to everybody.
I'm in LA and I'm watching y'all right now. Hey.
Hey.
So there you go. Prove my point. So we got a little bit out there.
Shout out to all y'all.
Trevor McCauley. Shout out Von Boy. Shout out Devin D in the chat. Jay McDouble in the chat. But yeah, shout out everyone. Shout out everyone tuning in. But yeah, man, that was a good rant on social media.
Big facts.
Right
Big
there.
facts.
That was a little 20-minute rant. We started on
swear
just
to
about
God.
why Facebook's so negative, and then we just started making sure people are learning correctly.
Hey, man, we are masters at conversation, man. We ain't got to talk shit about people to fucking gain traction.
Yeah, I like making our content and just letting people like it or not.
Facts.
That's just how it goes.
Facts.
But should we get into some news real quick?
Let's get into some
news. Also, another thing we're going to be doing on here is we're going to be reacting to at least one music video per show.
Yep.
So stay tuned for probably in the around the hour mark or a little before the hour mark of this show. We'll be reacting to a music video later on. But let's see what we got. And make sure y'all share this with your friends too that may be interested in seeing stuff like this. We're going to be posting clips from the most interesting points and whatnot on YouTube for people that don't want to rewatch a whole hour and a half long broadcast, because I get that as well. I'm a big clips guy when it comes down to it if I can't watch it live. But first we got this Colorado woman who admits to having sex with a 13-year-old and having his baby. She was just sentenced.
That's fucked up. She kind of look cute too, man. I'm just so confused though.
Like, why did you choose to hook up with a 13-year-old when, like, you probably could have had, like, a normal relationship with anybody else, shit like that?
See, like, normally when you hear about these type of stories, it's always, like, some student-teacher shit. Is that the case? Or is this, like, a family thing? Because I didn't read up on the story. I just saw how the fuck do you get 90 days for
90 days
raping
in jail,
a kid?
7 days previously served. She had
the baby.
Like, pregnant for 9 months, had the baby, and
that's
then
proof. That's proof of rape. So
in
I don't
addition to having complied with the original terms of plea deal, those terms include 10 years of life on sex offender intensive supervised probation. The amount of time on probation that will be served will not be clarified in the courtroom Thursday when sentencing occurred.
I wonder if they're gonna take the baby from her. Like, imagine that.
Probably shouldn't, but
yeah, that shit is crazy though.
I think there's like a big thing with you probably like unless the mom is crazy.
Is she not crazy?
Which she might be crazy. Which she might be crazy. I was typing, so I'm like thinking while I'm typing, but I don't know. Like I think it's just always like taking a baby from his mom, and when the dad's 13, like what do you like?
Unless the boy's
parents
family
can adopt him, or like who knows
if they even want to do that.
Yeah.
Like 13 is crazy. Like 13, like bro, my niece is like not even 13, and I'd be like, I couldn't even imagine. Like that shit is crazy, man. But I just want when you hear stories like these, I always want to think like, yo, where can we go back to? Somebody had to see a sign of this. Shit like that just don't happen overnight. I don't believe in anomalies like that where it's like, oh, We didn't see no signs coming. This just happened. It's ta-da. I don't believe in that. She's a repeat offender. She's probably done this shit more than once. Except this time she got pregnant. Shout out to
I feel
Colorado.
like if she was a man and he was a little girl, it would definitely be different. They
Bro.
would be seeking more. I feel like because he is not a woman, they are not there and having compassion for her.
People in
The
America
victim's mom told KKTV.
People in America got to
It
understand.
definitely makes definitely though, because if a 30-year-old guy got a 13-year-old girl pregnant, he's in like he should be killed.
That shit
if
would be
anything.
that shit would be all over CNN right now, bro. His face will be blasted. We'll be saying, "Yo, you already know the type of time." But I hate to say it, we live. Listen, in America, in this world, in this country, it's a fucking double standard, bro. I'm sorry, double standards are a thing. Double standards are a thing, and I don't know if it's a good thing or if it's a bad thing. But double standards are a thing. Like it's one of them things that like, and this is a clear case of it. Because if it was a dude, we wouldn't even be talking about it like how we're talking about it. It would have been like a more, you know what I mean? Like a more invested emotions. Because it's like, bro, how the fuck did we let this scumbag do this? Now it's like, damn, little man got some ass early. You know what I mean? Like the narrative is always switching when it comes to that in America. And it's not right. She needs to be jailed, bro. She needs to be jailed for real. That's
I want
rape.
to see what this 13-year-old looks like too.
Yeah, I want to see what he look like too. What if this dude look like?
It just looks like he's
Raymond?
20. Like just a big ass 13-year-old, or is this like a little scrawny kid that she took advantage of? Like,
Right.
Like who did he like? I'm sure the kid. Like I don't even want to assume that he was okay with this, but like assuming, let's say the 13-year-old kid was the one, like, was flirting with her or something.
She threw it at his ass.
And then she was just like, fuck it. Like, yeah, like I'll flirt back with you. And then they hook up. Like, then I get like, okay, the 13-year-old, wanted this shit. And he was probably a little mature for his age if he was somehow able to chop on a 30-year-old woman. But also, if this 30-year-old woman is accepting love from a 13-year-old kid, then she is probably not in the best state of mind either.
Something definitely wrong with her.
There's something like, no matter what, she definitely deserves to have the worst end of like the treat of like, I don't know, of the
I wonder how they found.
I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
I wonder how they found out. Like yo, who's gonna sign the birth certificate? And this little nigga came in like.
Is there a way that the 13-year-old is like, no, I wanted this and she shouldn't have any trouble, or is it's just illegal, right, to do that shit?
It's illegal.
Like, there's no way the 13-year-old could even like. And the way the mom's making it sound like in the post is that she wants more,
Does the mom know
more stuff done to her, or she said if it was the roles were reversed and it was a guy to a girl.
So they're really vague on the relationship with the
yeah, it didn't say like if they were.
It sounded like some home shit, bro. It sounded like that was like a family friend or a babysitter, and
it kind of has to be her neighbor. Like how did the house would they have met?
You know what's sad though? Like and like I'm gonna keep it a buck. That type of shit is common in a lot of I'll say Latinos and black communities, bro. That side of like the older woman taking advantage of the younger kid. I ain't never had no shit happen like that to me personally, but I definitely have family members and loved ones that I know it's happened to them when they were young, and it's like, and I asked about it. I was like, how was that? How, like, you know what I mean? Because you know how we always, oh yeah, young boy got some ass. Yeah. I asked them about it, and they say, nah, bro, that shit fucked me up mentally. Like having somebody that you looked at as like a leader, like, you know what I mean, like an adult touching you like that, it will fuck you up mentally. Like, and I never thought about it like that because where I'm always on the side of it's never happened to me, and if it happened to me, I'll like it. But it's like, how? You never know, it never happened to you. So it's one of them things, bro, where it's like, nah, we gotta treat her the same way we're gonna treat these SVU motherfuckers. Call Benson and Stabler on her. Law and Order, Dick Wolf, make an episode about this lady.
Yeah, definitely. If it was a guy, the roles would if it was a guy that did that to a girl, he would be in jail forever or killed.
Yeah,
like,
bro, facts. They don't let facts.
I just like it would be crazy.
It will be the total opposite energies, bro. Like literally, that's why it's kind of like if we can't acknowledge that the world is clearly a double standard, it's like
because like because I don't know, because it was the 13-year-old boy, like was he fucking strapped down, pushed down, like you're gonna give me this baby, you're gonna give me this baby, or was it, or was he just trying to hook up with her and she said okay, and she hooked up and they got pregnant and she's like, I'm keeping the baby, because like I don't even, and even just like the idea that, okay, let's say you were like, all right, I'm gonna hook up with this 13-year-old because whatever, she had a reason that she wanted to do it. And the 13-year-old wanted to hook up with this older woman because he thought it would be fun. Boom. All right, you did it. But and let's say you get pregnant, or even you think you might get pregnant. Why are you not taking a plan B or getting an abortion instantly? Like, maybe you don't agree or you don't believe in that type of shit. But at that point, like, you just broke the law and you're about to get caught if you don't, make sure that baby doesn't come out. Because, like, it's one thing to take advantage of a 13-year-old and hook up with them, but it's another thing to keep the baby
for proof
that you did it and that you are co-signing on your relationship.
Nasty fucking work, bro.
Like, that's just crazy.
It's crazy. That's why I'm starting to think like she might low key get to pull some insanity shit, because that shit is like, dude, it's just next level, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
Sick lady.
Well, don't hook up with your teachers. Don't do none of that shit. I mean, yeah, especially if you're the girl and you think it'd be fun to hook up with your guy teacher. Wait until you're 18 and then reevaluate.
Big facts.
Or until you graduate and you're 18. I still think if you're 18 and it's a teacher, I still think that there's some rules against that. But next, there was a rap star bankrolled gangs that killed on his orders. Prosecutors say, whoa, that's a crazy title. But Chef G, whose real name is Michael Williams, dangled rewards like fame and money, according to the indictment that included 31 other people. So there's some it's like a RICO charge going on with like the whatever group Chef G is part of. I'm not too familiar with like
the New York. It's like
the New York crews and like the names of their crews and shit.
Yeah, man, Chef G, another dude named was it 22 G's. They've been going back and forth for like, you know what I mean, for some years now. If y'all know that, everybody that knows has been paying attention. The Bronx rap scene has been getting hit with all type of RICOs, just because the gun violence in the Bronx has just been up. So I feel like now, after they got the Bronx, they got K Flock and a lot of his crew. Now this is the next step. You know what I mean? And we seen this shit before. We just seen, GS9, Bobby Shmurda, them go through this shit. They was in jail for like 7 years. So it's not looking good, man. I was reading reports that Chef G would they said Chef G would bring his boys out to steak restaurants after killing ops, and they were talking in pig Latin about the murders online, thinking the police wouldn't understand that. Like, that's the wildest shit to me. What made you niggas think pig Latin was
what is pig Latin? That's how I heard of the story, was that people were talking pig Latin. Like, is that just like a slight different form of English that you just use different slang or something? It's
like some little slick shit, the cold shit, but yeah, essentially, yes. But my thing is, pig Latin's been a thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a new thing that y'all made up.
Yeah, like, it's like if you were to speak in Spanish and you'd think,
bro, it's like, they ain't gonna know about this shit. Them motherfuckers hear exactly what you just said. Like, and then like they think they smart, so they'll try to code word certain words where it's like, come on, bro, like y'all gotta move different, man. These people are getting paid. They're literally getting paid to lock your ass up. You think that they're not gonna do some homework to figure out how y'all talking? Come on, man, it's a job.
Yeah, it's literally their job.
Don't make their job easy.
I mean, you seen the Minneapolis RICO? They had all their gang names next to their real names and their birthdays, and like they had all the.
That was the craziest shit, bro. I ain't never seen. I told you that shit. I've never seen that many people get indicted at once, bro. Yeah. And if I have, it wasn't here, of course. I don't think that's ever been no shit like that. 45 people? Like, I've heard about 12 and maybe even 16, but 45 people. And y'all think nobody gonna say nothing? Shit, everybody ain't got bail money. Everybody ain't got no cookies for their books, man.
Mm-mm. But yeah, that's crazy. It said that they took him out to a dinner after killing a rival gang member, and I don't know.
It's disgusting. And this is why, like, remember that Supreme Court rule in New York where they said New York, rap lyrics can't be used against people for like their crimes or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I thought that law, when they made that law, bro. See, I'm a realist, man. That law, it should only be able to be applied towards certain things, bro. Like a Jay-Z. For example. Jay-Z used to talk about selling bricks of cocaine back in the 90s. Jay-Z's clean. He's straight up businessman now. He's not even on that type. I'm pretty sure Jay-Z's probably not even involved with crime no more. He's a different type of guy. But use that for him. People like him. Don't use it for people that's rapping about dumb shit on records, bro. You rapping about dumb shit you did, and you want to get a pass for it because this is my way of making money. No, motherfucker, you talking shit and you talking about real crimes. Stop being an idiot. This whole generation is just different when it comes to just wanting to show off how tough you are. You know what I mean? So hopefully Chef G and them don't hopefully they can get the Bobby Smurder Rowdy Rebel treatment, and you know what I mean, maybe sit down for a little bit, learn from it, come home. Hopefully they don't try to slam their ass, but it's not looking good.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, like we talk about a lot of these episodes, that the kids that are thinking about getting into gang shit, crime shit, that this should be your eye opener, that it all comes to an end at some point.
Yep.
And you might as well control your own destiny and do good and not bad. Instead of just worrying about one day that your door is going to get kicked in and you're going to get arrested.
Say it again.
Or killed, you know, either way.
Say it again.
But I know you said we should.
I'm on the news right now. What's good, bro?
New cam in 9th Street and it popped up.
Are you serious?
You can turn your mic off if you want to make sure that you're not talking. Well, while Wayne answers that phone call,
They kicked the door?
Another topic I wanted to talk about is...
Check the cameras. Look at this.
No, I have to wait a second.
Damn, yeah, bro. That's nice. I'm gonna call you soon. I'm done with this, bro. I swear to God. I'm gonna call you, bro. I swear to God. Motherfuckers, bro. Motherfuckers broke into the spot. Not like one of the old studios, man. That's crazy, bro.
Having some issues at one of the old studios?
Yeah, man. Motherfuckers stealing shit, man. Fuck. We gonna handle that, bro. Wow.
That shit sound crazy. Well, we got this is one topic I want to talk about, then we can react to the video and then we can get out of here.
What the fuck?
Is just the homeless population in Minneapolis or in general, like Minneapolis, St. Paul, Twin Cities, is kind of like I'd be wondering like why is the Minneapolis population or homeless population like there's so many homeless people out here, and I feel like we're not that big of a city like a New York or a Chicago or like, you know, any of these big places or LA, like we're like, I just feel like we have too many. Like, I feel it's just weird. I don't know how it happened or when it happened, or if it's always been like that. Like,
I have a theory. I don't know if it's a theory, but I have a thought. I think. See, look, I was gonna say most of the homeless people I see in Minneapolis are all native, bro. Correct me. Like, you had to say?
Because there is these pictures are right on that area. I don't know what the street is called, but it's like right by the caboose, and then it's that native like
it's like the lake,
like all the apartments with the big native sign.
There's a lot of reservations here too, bro.
Yeah, and I know there's like a lot of native people. I don't know how the tribes worked and who got paid out for what.
Came from South Dakota.
But like I know like usually like a lot of native people are usually well off because they get paid, you know, every month or whatever. But I'm sure there's some that aren't involved in whatever that program is called or how that worked out or what the deal was. Because like, you know, people that live on reservations, like they're living good.
Yeah,
they get paid thousands a month just to be who they are. You know what I mean?
It's almost like, see, my dad always used to tell me when I was a kid, and I used to like see, because I ain't gonna lie to you, they've been here that long. Like when I was a kid, I used to see the same type of, I'm not, trying to classify them, but they, native descent looking, homeless people just on that side. And my pops told me straight up when I was a kid, he said, they ain't never really recovered ever since, they got that liquor in them, kind of goes back to the whole Thanksgiving shit, like certain people, when you put addiction into the culture, it stays there. Like, a lot of the natives, they drink heavy, bro. Like, I don't, have you ever like paid attention to any of that? A lot of them drink heavy. Like,
not really, no.
I'm talking like, if you really do, like, if you ask around, it's like the motherfuckers can, like, they drink like water. And that goes back from, when, hey, come, yeah, teach us how to do this. Teach us how to survive on this island. When Columbus and them, yeah, teach us how to do this. Oh, word, okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, thank you for telling me how to survive on this land. You know what? I'm going to throw y'all a party. All y'all come, we're going to get y'all drunk, and we're going to have a party. I think it goes from that. It's deep, bro. It's real life deep. It goes back to that. That's basically what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm. So I guess there is some crime that happened with or recently. And that's why this post was kind of like a thing. But period of time of 1 hour, we had a juvenile native male kick a front door in, a masked and armed weapon implied not shown man run into another building, sending multiple people running out screaming, some trespassers interfering with construction workers. In one apartment, we hear stories of residents afraid to go back in their apartments, afraid to walk their dogs, all the needles, unable to leave the house with their children, property owners crying themselves to sleep, worried about the residents and their investments. Residents wanting to leave and refusing to pay rent. The whole thing is so sad. And messaging or getting contacts within the city. Doesn't have to deal with this. They don't care about these people. They don't care about these neighborhoods, and they just pretend crime isn't happening. They limit officers so they can't arrest or pursue suspects. Yeah, the whole fucking police laws and stuff are all. It's all weird, Minneapolis. There's so many weird rules. It's like, oh, well, we don't have to do that, or we're not.
I was just about to say that shit. It's like, what's the point of call, bro? Unless you like really getting beat the fuck up, don't call the police. They're not gonna help. They not gonna help you. I swear to God, they not, bro. It's just different now.
Swear. Well, should we get to react into this music video?
Let's do it.
All right, one new thing we're gonna be doing on the morning show is gonna be reacting to at least one music video, probably one music video a day, and we'll be posting that as well. But the new video by NLU Migo, haha, is what we're gonna be taking a look at today.
Shout out Migo, man.
Yeah, shout out NLU Migo. Shout out the whole NLU crew. They're going crazy right now. They've been going crazy though, but
shout out to the movement, man.
But they definitely know what they're doing. They got a
I see you, Q.
They got a good team behind them. I haven't seen this yet, so I'm a little excited to react to it. Trying to figure out the best spot to put our camera up here. Probably just make us a little bigger in the corner, but this is another ad. Let that play through real quick. But yeah, if you want your music video potentially reviewed on our show, just keep tagging Say No Mo and Waterwave in your posts, and maybe we'll pick it. But like I said, we're only gonna pick one a week. But we also we react to music videos on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
On the Waterwave channel, so that's another way to do it. On waterwavetv.com, you can submit your music videos. But for this, we'll probably just handpick one that we wanna take a look at live. But here we go. Music video reaction to NLU Migo, haha.
Smoke dog, baby. Remember that shit.
Glockstar, rock out with that chopper, swing that bitch like I'm a rock star. Riding in that stoley with this 40, it's a hot car. Go where I'm from, I'm a third and base block star. Motherfucking monster, yeah, clock. Button make it fast, just 1 second, 30 shots off. 5, 5, 6, it'll make him do the cha-cha. Nigga, stop laughing at him, he dead. Nigga, ha.
See, like, I like the thing, I fuck with the energy. And you know, like the way the rap is now is like you'll be banging a song and you won't even know that they dissing somebody. Mm-hmm. Only his ops would know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have knowledge of like, oh, he's talking about such and such. That's when I like, I ain't gonna do that. But I don't know who he could be. That was very vague. So that's why I say I can still kind of, you know what I mean? Like
at this point with how much like dissing and you know,
rap is
drill,
now.
Yeah, I just honestly, as long as the song sounds good, that's mainly what I'm looking for. Obviously, I'd be paying attention to the words, but like, but the amount of dissing and stuff that goes on, as long as you're not saying a direct name or like even a group, then it's like that's like people are saying direct names and
as long as you ain't name dropping the
kids
shit.
And
I agree.
You know,
I agree with that 1000%.
Yeah.
Nigga, yeah. Nigga, yeah. Nigga, yeah.
Damn, now him and Skeet both got like a little thing, like a thing to do in the club. He got yeah. What is Skeet has something he be saying.
Stand over him.
He'd be saying like well, maybe I'm just thinking of the Spin Again song because that song be like when they play in the club.
They definitely got like little one-liners that they be dropping and shit, one-liners and shit.
Or he be saying go? Don't he say that? I think he be saying something. There's something that they do, but they both got their own little chant that they can be doing in the clubs now.
For sure.
I don't be in the club.
I took the
I don't be in the
top
club
off his
either.
coat, he a drop top. Really crop him out the picture, really drop off. Loving when she wear them booty shorts and a crop top. Loving more when she eating dick until her jaws lock. Zip lock in investigation rooms, don't talk at all. Biggest bill, stand over niggas, no let her walk them down. Suckers trying to keep up with the gang, but they can't pop it off. Never popping off, they never popping off. Ooh, he a motherfucking dead man. In that mode like I'm a bull, I just see red man, red rum. Think he got that bread till we turn him to a breadcrumb. 50 in this damn drum. Glock star, rock out with that chopper, swing that bitch like I'm a rock star. Riding in that stoley.
I would say too, his sound is refreshing.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Yeah,
that's what I
that's
said
what you were
before. My personal opinion, he's next up.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, because he got like a different type of, you know what I mean? When you look at rap music and what it is, you gotta have, you know what I mean? You gotta be charismatic. You gotta have energy. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to rap. You gotta have the thing called believability. I feel like he got it, man. I feel like he got to just maintain, stay focused. You know what I mean? Like I was just, focus on making more dope shit. Don't focus on the bullshit. You know what I mean? So,
I've heard some of his music before, and I would definitely admit that
He's gotten way better.
I didn't hear yet. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I fuck with this one. His voice, like he has it might have just been the way it was mixed before, or even just he was trying something different out maybe in the other songs. But I'm fucking with
He's
this
talented,
one.
man.
It's refreshing.
Yeah, no, for real.
It's good to hear some like refreshing sound, like a new sound, especially when it's someone from Minnesota.
Yeah,
because we don't really have like a sound out here.
We
Do you think we have a sound?
No, we don't have a sound. We
Yeah, I
copy
didn't think
we copy everybody else.
Someone has to just blow up and make us a sound.
Yeah.
With this 40, it's a hot top. Go where I'm from, I'm a third and base block star. Motherfucking monster. Yeah, clock. Button make it fast, just 1 second, 30 shots on. 5, 5, 6, it'll make him do the cha-cha. Me gon' stop laughing at him, he dead. Nigga, ha. Nigga, yeah. Nigga, yeah. Nigga, yeah.
That shit. Like he, cause you can play that shit like it's like a rock star type song.
Yeah,
you know
it
what
doesn't.
I mean?
Like, I could play that in the car with my parents in the car.
Just
fucking
put it
around.
on the clean, cause he wasn't cussing really that much on there. So I mean, like you could literally that's one of them joints where you could just play like the beat. The beat is really like, and he's riding it well. You know what I mean? Got the rock star doing the little, you know what I mean? Whatever you like.
I fuck with it.
I fuck with it, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, long as motherfuckers is he got the video. Yeah. I like what he just said. Snappy Marcus.
He
That's
got
a
the
fact.
video presence too. Yeah.
Oh, he do.
Doing the little dances. He going with the song. I think that shit was I'm fucking with the song.
I fucking with it for sure.
And I the NLU crew doing their thing. So anything they put out, they definitely put their time and effort into that shit. So it's gonna be something good.
No, for sure. Shout out to Q, the movement, all them doing their thing over there, man.
I mean, Q showed us good love.
It's a good dude right there.
A few years ago, he was one of he was one of the early on promoters that invited us out. I think it was the Duke Deuce show, like 3 or 4 years
Duke
ago.
Deuce?
Duke Deuce at the Poorhouse, like
my
3 or
boy
4
Duke
years
Deuce.
ago. Their manager, Q, he invited us out to I got to interview Duke Deuce that night and meet Duke Deuce.
For real?
Yeah, I got a little backstage interview with him.
That's dope.
That night, and then when Duke Deuce came here again,
I like Duke Deuce.
like a year ago at Monarch, then Polo Scott and them asked us to help promote and whatever co-host whatever a role was, and I got to meet Duke Deuce that night too, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I remember you," blah blah. So shout out Q, shout out Polo, shout out everyone out here making moves. I know they do. Q and them, they be on Monarch on Saturdays. Polo be out there on Fridays. They be on Monarch. Monarch looks busting every Friday.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Everything that Q's involved with when it comes to promoting is lit. Like, I'm just not kicking it with no little kids. Not saying that he's a kid. Like, he's not no kid. He's a grown man. But Monarch is just.
That was one thing that
Polo
Scott said.
Polo
Scott said that they were proud. They said they said we want to be young. Like they want their club to be
good.
young.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Because that was one thing that they said in my interview with them with Polo, A1, and Newski was they like that their club is young, and young is 22 to 26.
Yeah.
It's not 17, 18, 19-year-olds.
But that'd be the thing, bro.
That's what they mean by young. Because there'd be clubs where there's
17-year-olds in there, bro. Why they in there with 30-year-olds? It's just nasty work.
I don't know about none of that. But
I'm telling you, bro, it happens, bro. Like, and it's not really more so on the kids that's doing it. It's about the musty ass security guards who let these little kids in. Come on, bro. You know she ain't of age.
yeah, I don't be knowing. I guess I don't know what goes on there on a daily, on a behind the scenes basis. As long as everyone get home safe and being responsible when they in the building.
Hey, listen, man. If she got on light up shoes, don't talk to
Whoa.
her. Don't talk to her.
The
dude.
Skechers that glow when you walk?
Yeah, if she got on those, don't do it. You dudes are sick.
That's crazy if they're rocking that in the club.
No, it's a
If
double.
you pulling up with some with
No,
the
it's a-
glow Skechers.
That's next. I didn't know. What the fuck you mean you ain't know? Like, nigga.
That's like some of that shit we just talked about earlier. With 13-year-old.
Bro, it's a lot of that, but it's a lot of that in the club culture down there. That's why I'm being for real, bro. Like, I'm not like coming at like any club establishments. I'm just saying in Minneapolis.
Overall club scene, even the bar scene, club scene, party scene, like
there's a dude.
they whatever bar or club it is, there's always girls can always get in if they're underage, if the bouncer
is a weirdo.
is just like lets them in, or like the person that you're coming with is like a big baller or something, you know, like it's just like it's just how it is. I could definitely see it. I don't personally partake in a lot of club stuff, so I don't see it on hand, or I might have seen young people in the club and just not known it. I definitely know like a lot of cameramen that be getting in the clubs that are under 21, but you know they're out there taking photos and videos. But some clubs be 18 plus too. But yeah,
facts. Some clubs be all ages. Yeah. Some concerts be all ages. What the fuck is an all age concert?
All age concert, yeah.
I don't like those. I get it though.
Just depends on the artist. But sometimes if you're 16 or under, you usually have to come with a parent. Like that's like at First Ave when we did a. Did
the parent actually have to be there?
Yep. So the parent. So at First Ave,
probably enforced that shit. Though.
We did an 18 plus show, and I had like 3 people like, yo, I'm 16 or I'm 17, can I come? And First Ave said our policy is they can come, but their parent has to be with them. Like a legal guardian has to be with them at all times, and the legal guardian can't drink. So that's like their rule on that. But like First Ave does all ages shows too, but I'm sure you still have to be with a parent if you're under 14 or 15, like something like that, because you know I don't think many parents are willing to drop their kids off if they're 13, 12 years old at a concert by themselves anyways. But
yeah, that shit's crazy, bro. Nah, shout out to all the shows and shout out to all the clubs, man, because the nightlife, whether you like it or not, whether you buttfuckers fuck with it or not, the nightlife in Minnesota has definitely grew within the past couple of years, so that's a good thing.
Live on Lake Street said, let's merge our live. We'll have to do a combo live one of these days.
Yeah, what we gonna talk about?
Oh, I don't even know how you do that. I don't think you can merge lives on YouTube like you can on like Instagram, how you can join something.
I think you can somehow.
It'd probably have to be something where it's like
when you get
we'd have to Zoom call him here and then do a segment on our show, and then we like Zoom call us over there.
I like some OBS shit. You fuck with OBS? It's OBS Studio.
That's what we're using right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh shit, I didn't notice that. Yeah, well, yeah.
I guess you're on that side of the screen, so you wouldn't know. But no, we use OBS right now, but we're probably gonna test a couple other platforms so we can easily stream on other platforms.
I'm down with the merch if it makes. I'm down with doing that if it makes sense. I'm not doing it just to be talking shit about. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I'm down to. I'd be down.
It gotta make sense though.
I haven't been able to tune in to any of the Live on Lake Street lives, like reruns yet or anything like that. So I don't know what be going on over there completely, but
I saw a clip he posted. He just fucking with people that don't.
Chief be out here talking shit.
Yeah,
this dude was juggling cameras.
That motherfucker kept on going back to the kids.
Yeah, I seem like he talking shit. But I was about to go click on one of y'all's. Assuming you're still in here or maybe you're listening. I was about to click on one of y'all's lives. It was like 4 hours long. I'm like, I don't know if I'm not gonna click on a 4 hour long video laying in bed at 10:30 p.m.
I saw one.
I'm not gonna do it, but I be seeing the clips, and the clips is like we said this earlier in the show. Like you gotta make you gotta make some type of clips because not everyone's gonna rewatch a 4 hour live. Because even if 2 hours of that live is straight comedy or straight entertainment, like you gotta find that. 4 hours is a lot of time. That's why we try to keep this around an hour.
Yeah, I'm never streaming for that long unless I'm playing a video game.
Yeah, like, if I'm streaming for that long, I'm not. If I'm streaming for that long, I'm not worried about the full length content.
Yeah, at all.
Like I'm either like doing the music reaction stream for 4 hours, and I'm just after that, like it doesn't need to be seen again. and that's the people that I reacted to when I screen record it and share it themselves, or like I'm just doing that and you gotta clip the newsworthy content that you're talking about. But yeah, I don't know, Chief, if y'all over there want to talk about some news or debate on some music topics, that'd be kind of cool. But
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get all drama centered and talk shit about people. That's not my goal.
at all.
If you want to do that, but I'm definitely down. We could do like a combo live. We're gonna start having guests on here soon too, so we could do something like that for sure.
Facts.
However it works best, either Zoom call or Discord collab, whatever, however it may be. But we just send it off right there. I'm Ricky. That's Wayne. His world, not yours. My world, not yours. Say No More Podcast 1 on Instagram. Waterwave TV on our Instagram. Tap in with us. We're going to be posting a bunch of cool shit, bunch of clips from on Instagram of stuff that you've seen today. So I guess if you watch this whole thing, you're probably not really interested in that shit, but whatever. Tell your friends about us. Subscribe, like, go watch some of our other videos. We upload a lot of concerts and vlogs. He uploads a lot of other content as well over on his page, podcasts and reviews and gaming and all that kind of stuff. Out here making content for y'all to watch.
You heard him.
So go do that.
Shout out to y'all, man.